Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another budgeting video for you guys, and for today's video I'm actually going to be setting up my weekly check-in page, which you guys know that I like to do on the page right after my budget, so right here. I'm going to be setting that up, as well as I'm going to lay down my budget expense stickers and at the end check in for week 1 of my monthly budget. Now get started, I'm going to take you guys to this page first and set up my weekly check-in spread. And I am going to be using my stickers, of course. This is the spread that really makes me more accountable for my expenses during the month and really puts me in check as to what it is that I'm spending and how much it is that I have left over for the month, and it really keeps me under budget. So that's the reason why I really love having this spread in my budget planner. So let me start with the top washi. Maybe I'll bring it down just a tiny bit. So I have had a couple of expenses for this week, and this month is actually only going to have, I believe, 4 weeks. So since I do have strips for week 1 through week 5 and these little stickers on the side, what I'm going to make the last one be is a results sort of section. And I'm happy that I get to do that because I feel like I have not had a month with just 4 weeks of me checking in. So it's going to be nice to sort of show you guys how that process looks, because I know I've never actually done that on camera. So here we go, and I think I'm going to, how many do I need? Just 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that right here. I also got my nails done, if you guys can't tell, and I absolutely love the color. I kind of went a little bit extra for this week, and I don't even know why. I was looking at all the colors that they had, and they had this really pretty sort of teal color with this sort of chrome on top, and I fell in love with it. So I decided to get it. I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs. I think someone's outside. Okay, to stop. So yeah, it was actually really funny because as I was finishing up with my nails, my nail tech, he was like, "Are you going on vacation?" Like, and I was like, "No, I'm just being extra, I guess." So that's how my nail tech took these nails, but I think they came out really beautiful and I love them. And it's sort of, I guess, the reason why I get my nails, as I've said in the past, is because this is basically the only form of self-care that I do. I'm always working on something during the day, whether it be for my Etsy shop or YouTube. So I like to go get my nails done and just sort of relax for the day or for that time being, and I really enjoy it. So, and also because you guys are looking at my nails like 24/7, and I mean, I hope you guys like these. It might be a little bit extra for you guys. Let me know. But yeah, I don't think I have any more of the strips on that sheet. I'll just go ahead and get one afterwards. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is write down what days I'm going to classify for each week. But I think first I'm going to just lay down these stickers just so they're all cohesive. So week 2, week 3, week 4, and results. I believe that's how it's going to work out. Okay, so I think I'm going to write down everything really quick. Okay, so week 1 is going to be from the 1st of June until the 9th. Then week 2 from the 10th until the 16th. And I like to write it right next to the weeks just so I don't forget. I know we all have different sort of weeks, and this is how I stay in track and make sure that I'm tracking the right days. Then for week 3, we're looking at the 17th until the 23rd. And week 4 is going to be from the 24th until the 30th. And that is how it's going to work. Now, the categories that I usually have, I believe, are food, gas, shopping, and unbudgeted. So let me go ahead and just make my lines here. And here. And then here. There you go. Okay, so that is how my weekly check-in spread is looking. So now we can move on to my monthly section. Now I've already updated my cash envelopes, which, as you guys know, I've been using in my personal planner. I did take them out just so it'd be a little bit easier to show you guys, but I will show you how I put them right back in my personal planner. So I've already updated all of my cash envelopes, as well as I've written in my budget expense stickers, which are right here. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and lay them down now. I think first and foremost, I'm going to take the payday sticker that I have here and put it here because I did get paid on the 7th. Then I also on the 1st got my cash envelope stuffing done. So I'm going to take a cash envelope stuffing sticker from my shop of those. Then I did have a bill on the 5th. So I have my bill due stickers, and that was for PayPal, which was $86. So that's that. And then we can move on with our budget expense stickers, which I only have expenses for categories like shopping, gas, and food, as you guys can see. Now, I'm trying to start from the very beginning. So I'm going to just move my cash envelopes a bit to see. Okay, so the first transaction that I have is for Target, and that was on the 2nd. I spent $29. The 2nd is right here. Okay. It's this one. Then on the 3rd, I actually went to drop off my aunts at LAX. That's the day that they left back to Peru. So I believe that was for parking, and I got one of my aunts the little cart so they can put all the luggages because they were going to be alone. So that was for that. That was $10. Then after that same day, I pumped gas. I only pumped $50. So that was right after we came back from LAX. Then I can go ahead and move on to the 6th, which I got some Starbucks. This is the day that I went to West Hollywood to meet up with my sister for lunch. I went with Paul, and I did treat them to Starbucks. It was actually the happy hour, so I believe all of the fraps were half off or buy one get one free. I totally forgot. My sister did it, so I just went ahead and sent her the money. And then after that day, I went to Target again, and that was $25. That is this one. Then on the 7th, I got my nails done. So this was here. As well as I purchased some sort of, I guess, thrifted vintage pieces from this girl. So there were, I believe, 3 shirts. They were really inexpensive. It's off of somebody that I follow on Instagram. And I love the pieces that she gets. So they're very like 2000s inspired, which is kind of the look that I'm going for as of lately. So that was on the 7th as well. And then last but not least, I went to get lunch on the 9th with my friends Natalie and Claudia, and that was $14. So that was on the 9th. Now I think I've made quite a bit of purchases this week, but I do have 2 no spend days, so, and perfect, I have 2 left over here. So we're going to put a no spend date on the 8th and on the 4th, which just like that, we're done with the sheet. I always tell you guys that it feels so good when I finish up with a sheet. Now, one last thing that I'm going to note though is that I had to pay car insurance on the 8th. So I have my little car insurance due stickers, and I think I'll take one of these and I'll put it up here. Now, I don't put down how much I'm spending for the insurance in my monthly view, just because I already sort of note that in my transaction log for my sinking fund, since you guys know that that car insurance is a sinking fund for me. So you guys will see this right now as soon as I'm done checking in. So let me get all of my cash envelopes together so I can go ahead and count the money as I'm checking in. And once again, if you guys did not know, I am using the Budget Mom cash envelopes. These are the watercolor ones that you can edit the text. Like I mentioned in my cash envelope stuffing video, I had quite a lot of trouble with the script and making it the right size, but I'm glad that I have them as of now. So we can go ahead and just go on to the weekly check-in page. Okay, so I have my red pen here to check off things as I am checking in. Now, one thing that I can check in for this day would be my PayPal, because I did pay that bill. Let's go ahead and start. I know my first category is food, as you guys can see, and that is all of the pink stickers. So that is both my eating out and groceries cash envelopes. I do like to group some of my categories together just so I can have space, but let's check it out. So we have Target on the 2nd, that was $29. Then we have Target 25, Starbucks 9, and Noodles and Company was $14. So altogether I've spent $77 for my food. And I know a couple of you guys said if I could please zoom in, so that's what I'm going to try to do as much as I can now. So 77. I do have both of my food cash envelopes, which are groceries and eating out. So I started with 130 and 100, so that was 230. So after the $77 that I spent, I should have 153 left over, which let's check it out. So we should have $77 in here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 5, 6, 7. So that's for eating out. And then 76 in here. So 20, 40, 60, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that right there is 76. Okay. So remaining we have $153 for both eating out and groceries. And as you guys can see, this is how I track all of my expenses within each category for each cash envelope. I just go ahead and put the date, the description, the amount that I'm using, and the remaining balance that I have once I'm done with that. And I do like to do this as soon as I use the money, especially because sometimes I won't get receipts or I'll forget to get receipts, so I want to make sure that I go ahead and put it in here. So that's for that. I can go ahead and check off all of these foods. Then we have gas, which is $50 that I spent this week. And as you guys can see, for gas I started with $150, so I should have $100 left in here. So let's go ahead and count the money. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. Just like that. Okay. Then moving on to shopping, which is both my allowance and beauty cash envelopes. We have, let's see, we have 3 things. So I did take out the LAX and the clothes from my allowance cash envelope, as you guys can see, LAX and clothes. And I took out my nails from my beauty cash envelope. Now, let's go ahead. We have $10 plus 30 plus 45. That is a total of $85. So I'm going to write down $85. And as you guys can see, I started with 100 in beauty and 80 in here. So I should still have $95. So let's go ahead and check out my cash envelopes. For beauty, I should have $55 left. So we have 20, 40, 55. And for allowance, we should have $40, which we do. 20 and 40. Okay. Now we're all good there. And then last but not least, we have unbudgeted, which as you guys can see, I don't have any because the unbudgeted are marked with the red stickers. So I don't have any unbudgeted expenses for this week, which I'm super happy about. So let me go ahead and put 0. Just write 0 right here. And nothing remaining because I don't budget my unbudgeted category. Now, I think that's basically it for the weekly check-in part of my cash envelope expenses. Very quickly, I'm going to put back my cash envelopes into my personal planner, which is what I've been using and carrying around with me. And I said I was gonna go ahead and update you guys. I know I still have it in May. Don't judge me. I said I was gonna go ahead and update you guys. So I want to let you guys know that I really like having this just because my purse is so big. I am actually using a purse that I got in a planner meetup. So you know for sure it fits at least the Erin Condren planner. So it is a pretty spacious purse. And that's where I like to take this. Now, I don't think this is going to be everybody's cup of tea thing just because it is so bulky. As you guys can see, even after I put the cash envelopes, it gets even a little bit bulkier, but I've been liking it. And I did say I was going to go ahead and update you guys, so here is my update. I just go ahead and go like this so all the cash goes down. And I don't know, it's just really easy to have with me whenever I am, let's say, out and don't have to, let's say, scramble for the little plastic bag. I can just go ahead and open my personal planner and all of my cash envelopes are there. So I'll just go to, let's say, whichever cash envelope. I look at it, see how much money I have, give it to them, they give me back my change, I put it back in here, and it's just that easy to really handle, and I really like having it here. So that's just my little update on the cash envelopes in my personal planner. Show you guys the expenses I've had for my sinking funds, which I usually don't have many expenses, but I actually did have 3 for this week. I have some of them out of order because I totally forgot as I was doing it. But yeah, so I have that I spent $25 for my date night category because I did go on a date day with Paul on the 4th. And now thinking about it, I've already spent my date night sinking fund for the month. So I either have to maybe up the amount for next month or not spend it so soon within the month. But I know that as of now, so I'm happy that I have that to really learn. And I think once you have a new sinking fund, it's always a learning curve with that, but I am glad that I had that money aside to spend for something for both of us. So that was then. And then I paid my car insurance on the 8th, which you guys already know because I laid down a sticker on my monthly view. I only paid $200, which I usually pay $300. So you know what? I did not question it. I was like, girl, okay, I'll give you the $200, Dad. And as you guys can see from my description, I have just insurance payment. And then last but not least, I have Paul's birthday, which was actually on the 1st, but I used the money on the 4th. So I used up all the money that I had in that fund because obviously it was for his birthday, and that was $92. So I just put Paul's birthday as the description. So that was for my sinking funds. And now let's go ahead and take a look at my variable income, which is on the page right next to my June budget. For my variable income, I do have a couple of transactions. Now, the first one was on the 1st. That was for PicMonkey, which, as you guys know, I make all of my thumbnails for my YouTube videos on there. So I just put graphic design fee. Then on the 2nd, I purchased some Hobonichi Weeks dividers from Type A for Alexa. You guys know I absolutely love her dividers. I have hauled them in the past, so I do plan on hauling these for you guys so you guys can see how beautiful they are. That was on the 2nd, and that was $32. Then on the 7th, I had two purchases. One of them was $37.11, which was Simply Gilded's 4th of July new releases, which, oh my god, guys, you guys know I absolutely love the color red, and there was so many red washies. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see what it is that I got. And then last but not least, I got some stickers from Sadie Stickers, which I've actually never purchased from, but that was $20.93, and that was for her as a part of her 2-year anniversary sale. I believe she was having 30% off, but I did get a couple of stickers that I will show you guys as well. So that's sort of the business expenses that I've been having for this week, and I think that itself concludes my week 1 check-in video for you guys. I sure hope that you guys enjoyed me sort of setting up and talking about the different things that I like to do to start my weekly check-in for a new month. Please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. As always, I will leave everything that I used in this video linked down below for you guys to check out if you guys are interested. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.